Is this good? Hi, I'm Ronald Mitchell. Folks call me Ron. I live in Easton, Maryland, and right now we're in Wye Mills, Maryland, which is in Talbot County on the eastern shore of Maryland. I'm an owner along with my wife, the Inn at 202 Dover, which is a very nice inn and restaurant. But the reason why we're here in Wye Mills is to talk a little bit about Wye Mills and the Miller's house. It's not, the person's name is not Miller. Actually, it is a house that was built for the miller of the grist mill, which is the Wye Grist Mill, which is the oldest continuously operating grist mill in the United States, which is right over here. If you follow my hand, right over there is the grist mill, and it's still operating. And right next to it, and connected to it actually, going all the way to the telephone pole here, was a sawmill as well. But there was a flood, and both buildings actually went over, and they decided to replace and repair only the grist mill. So Historic Easton is a nonprofit organization located in Easton, Maryland, and we've been in business for as a nonprofit for over 40 years now. And what we're doing is we are going to restore and save the Miller's house, which, if you take a look up the hill, is right up there. That house was built in the 1750, so it has quite a few years of age on it. The house was built by the Lloyd family. The Lloyd family were major tobacco merchants on the Eastern Shore. Very wealthy and a family that has plenty of history here on the shore as well. Well, they built that specifically for the miller of the grist mill, and so it has not been lived in at this point for about 40 or 50 years. And unfortunately, one of the walls has bowed, and there's been some vandalism to the building, and so Historic Easton, along with the state of Maryland, is going to purchase it on the 18th of November of 2011, which is what this year is. And the very next day, we're going to have a crew of people in there clearing the area, saving the building, and starting to do quite a bit of historic restoration. The building has never had any water in it, and it will not have water in it. We're not going to compromise what the original building was all about. And we're going to go ahead and the building never had central heat in it either. And so we're not going to be putting central heat in it. And behind the property, it's close to 2 acres of land. In the back, there is a cemetery, and the families that originally lived there and have continued to use the cemetery. And it is, in fact, the last burial was in the late 20th century.